Matt, I need to speak with my spouse. In today's video, I'm going to have 60 seconds to explain how to best handle this sales objection to move the conversation forward with a prospective buyer. And then I'm going to explain my thought process, my mindset behind this objection. And the reason we're going to do that, I spent a good probably hour over the weekend watching 30 plus videos of different sales coaches, different salespeople with YouTube channels explaining how to best handle this objection. I don't agree with any of those 30 videos. I have a completely different take and mindset on this. So I'm first going to go through the word tracks I would use, and then in those 60 seconds, and then after those 60 seconds, I'm going to go through my mindset and the decisions I made for this objection, how to best handle it to move the conversation forward. Let's start this timer. In 3, 2, 1, Matt, I need to speak with my spouse. First step, I'm going to isolate the objection. Chris, putting that conversation with your wife aside, is there any reason why you wouldn't move forward with this purchase today? Any concerns you have, Chris, about buying this car? I'm a car salesman. Any concerns you have about buying this car? Putting the conversation with your wife aside. Isolate the objection. No, Matt, I'm completely sold on this car. Awesome. Chris, how about, let's do this. Let's set up a conversation with you, me, and your wife for next Tuesday. Let's sit down with your wife, learn what's important to her in this decision to see if this car fits her needs and it's the right fit for her. Awesome. We can do that. Let's set it up for next Tuesday at 3 p.m. Perfect. Looking forward to that conversation next Tuesday at 3 p.m. with you and your wife to see if this is the right fit. Now, Chris, help me out here. You know your wife better than anybody else. How does she typically buy something like this? What does her process look like? What's important to her? I want to make sure I'm best prepared for a conversation next Tuesday at 3 p.m. There is those 60 seconds. I want to walk through, guys. Let me just stop the timer here. My thought process in detail when you get this objection. I work in B2B. I've never gotten Matt, I need to speak with my spouse. I need to speak with my husband. I need to speak with my wife. I do get, hey, Matt, I need to speak with my business partner. I need to speak with the CFO of the company before making this decision. So it's a very, very similar objection. When I was watching the videos from the other salespeople, sales coaches talking through how to handle this objection, what all of them, they were coaching and preaching, you need to sell through this objection. You need to try to close the deal, whether you're speaking to the husband or wife. That's a big, big problem for me, a big, big no-no, especially if it's a wife, if it's a business partner, it's a CFO. They have to have that conversation. You are not going to be able to close that deal with the husband to buy that car without the husband first talking to the wife. If the husband came home with a $50,000 car without consulting the wife, he's probably going to get divorced, right? So it's not my goal to close the customer right then and there. It's my goal to isolate the objection, make sure the person that I'm speaking with is bought in on my solution, bought in on my product. There's no concerns they have. Once I verify that, it's now my time to invite myself out of the call and set up that conversation with my champion, the husband in this case, with the husband, with the wife, to have the conversation with the wife to see if this is a fit for her. If it's a fit for her, awesome. Then I'm going to go for the close. And before that, I'm going to find out how she purchases something like this. What does her process looks like? What's most important to her? What objections does Chris foresee coming up in our conversation? So I'm best prepared to have a great conversation and Chris gets what he wants, which is going home with this car that I'm trying to sell him. But I'm not trying to sell through this objection and close the deal. I'm isolating the objection, inviting myself out of the call, setting up a conversation with everybody involved in the decision, face to face, so we can have that conversation, and if it makes sense, then I'm going for the close. But I'm not trying to close the husband on buying this car because it's not going to work. He needs to have that conversation with the wife. Isolate first, set that next conversation up second, find out how you could best prepare for that conversation third, show up to that meeting, best prepared, have the conversation with the CFO, with the wife, with the husband, whoever it is. If what you are selling is the right fit for them, you handle all their objections, go for the close. So I have a completely different take on this than other sales coaches out there who are teaching how to handle this objection. Definitely check those out. They might be a better fit for you guys. This is how I would handle this objection. Hopefully you got some value from this video, guys. Like the video, subscribe, hit the bell to be notified every Tuesday and Thursday when we post new content on this channel. Thanks for watching. We appreciate you.